Chosen one, you'll hit the grand prize. Claim your rise. This is not just a phrase to inspire you, it is a declaration stamped into your destiny. The idea of a grand prize goes beyond material gain. It represents the ultimate confirmation of your journey, the undeniable evidence that every sacrifice, every act of endurance, every season of silence was leading you to something extraordinary. When we say you will hit the grand prize, we are speaking of alignment, fulfillment, breakthrough, and overflow converging all at once. This is not a fleeting reward. It is the moment where the fullness of your path collides with the greatness you were created to embody. Before we move deeper into this revelation, watch this video until the very end. What you are hearing is not just information, but energy being released into your spirit. And in the comments, share your warmest wishes and write 144. This is more than an act of interaction. It is a declaration of unity. When chosen ones join together in releasing wishes, the vibration is multiplied, sending waves of energy into the universe. This is how we energize the flow of miracles, how we set the stage for abundance, and how we align with the grand prize waiting for us. Now, chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's step into this together. Chosen one, the idea of a grand prize is powerful because it is not about randomness or luck. It is about timing, preparation, and alignment. You have walked through seasons where it seemed like nothing was happening. You endured times where your effort felt unnoticed and your prayers unanswered. But none of it was wasted. Every hidden moment was part of the preparation. And now, the grand prize represents the culmination of everything you have carried. It is the reward not only for enduring, but for remaining true to who you are when it would have been easier to quit. This prize is not like any other. It is not a token or a fragment. It is not meant to keep you guessing whether it is real. It is undeniable, visible, and powerful. It is the kind of breakthrough that silences your doubts and magnifies your faith. When it arrives, it will not come quietly. It will come with the weight of destiny. It will shift how you see yourself, how others see you, and how you step forward into the next chapters of your story. Hitting the grand prize means stepping into a reality that others thought was out of reach. It is the moment when the impossible bends and makes space for you. The doors that were locked for years will swing wide. Opportunities that felt distant will land in your lap. And recognition that once seemed unattainable will be yours. The prize is not simply about what you gain. It is about who you become while receiving it. You will carry yourself differently, not out of arrogance, but out of certainty. You will know that your rise is no longer a dream, but a lived reality. And this is why the grand prize cannot be mistaken for luck. It is the result of unseen forces aligning, of patience rewarded, of endurance honored. For every tear you cried in silence, there is a return. For every night you felt forgotten, there is a response. For every season where you gave without receiving, there is an overflow waiting to be delivered. The prize is not random, it is precise. It carries the exact weight of what you were prepared to hold, nothing less and nothing more. Do not expect the grand prize to come in one form alone. It may appear as financial increase, yes, but it will also reveal itself in influence, in opportunities, in recognition, in peace. It will touch every area of your life, because destiny does not reward you in fragments. It rewards you in fullness. This is why you must prepare your heart, your mind, and your spirit to receive without hesitation. The prize is bigger than you imagined, and it will stretch your vision the moment it arrives. Chosen one, your rise is inseparable from this grand prize. The two are woven together. The prize is the evidence of your rise, and your rise is the proof of the prize. Together, they create a story that no one can deny. You will not need to explain yourself, because the results will speak louder than any words. People who once doubted you will have no choice but to acknowledge the magnitude of what has shifted. Even those who resisted your path will see that what is marked for you cannot be blocked. The journey to the prize has not been easy, and that is why its arrival carries so much power. If you had been given this too early, you would not have known how to hold it. If it had been placed in your life without preparation, it might have overwhelmed you. But today, you are different, stronger, wiser, sharper, and ready. You are equipped not only to receive the prize, but to multiply it, to use it as fuel for the greater rise ahead. And this is what makes the grand prize more than just a reward. It is an invitation into a new season. It is the universe's way of declaring that the waiting season is over. The hidden season is finished, and the rise season has begun. When you hit the grand prize, you are not just celebrating what you have gained. You are stepping into what you were always meant to carry. Chosen one, the grand prize is not an isolated moment. It is a stream that continues to flow once it has been unlocked. When you hit it, it does not end there. It begins there. That is why this day is not simply about what lands in your hands, but about the chain reaction it sets in motion. The prize is the key that opens a door, and beyond that door are more doors, each one leading to greater visibility, greater access, and greater influence. This is why your rise cannot be hidden once the grand prize arrives. The prize amplifies you. It magnifies your presence in ways you could not have achieved through effort alone. People will see you differently, hear you differently, and respond to you differently. It will seem as if your voice suddenly carries weight. Your actions suddenly have more reach, and your very presence draws attention. This is not coincidence. It is the nature of the grand prize. It validates you in ways that even you cannot fully explain. The journey toward this moment was not wasted. Every delay was refining you. Every setback was removing distractions. Every silent season was deepening your foundation. Now, as the prize reveals itself, you will understand why it took time. What is arriving is not fragile. It is lasting. It will not fade away as quickly as it comes, because it was built on the weight of endurance. This is the difference between fleeting rewards and the grand prize. The grand prize sustains. And chosen one, do not overlook how much this prize will stretch you. It will not allow you to remain in small thinking. Suddenly, you will dream bigger, plan more boldly, and pursue what once felt impossible. The prize will awaken you to the truth that you were never meant to live in limitation. You were always meant for overflow. You will feel ideas stirring in you, visions growing sharper, creativity rising stronger. The prize does not just fill your hands, it transforms your mind. Be ready also for the shifts in your environment. The grand prize carries a separating power. Those who are aligned with your rise will celebrate with you, standing by your side as witnesses of your destiny. But there will be others who cannot comprehend the magnitude of your shift. Some will distance themselves, some will grow silent, Some will even resist. But do not let this trouble you. The prize reveals who is truly for you. It refines your circle so that what remains is strong, supportive, and aligned with your next level. This prize will also create acceleration. You may have become accustomed to slow progress, where each step forward felt like a battle. But once the prize is hit, the pace will change. Opportunities will come faster, resources will align quicker, breakthroughs will multiply. It will feel as though life itself is rushing to catch you up, restoring time that felt lost, and redeeming seasons where you waited too long. This is what happens when destiny decides the moment is now. Speed replaces stagnation. Chosen one, hitting the grand prize is also about evidence. You will not need to argue with your critics or justify your journey. The results will speak for you. The doors that open, the abundance that flows, the recognition that arrives. These will be your testimony. Even those who once doubted you will be forced to acknowledge that something undeniable has shifted. Your rise will not be a whisper. It will be a roar. And this is only the beginning. The prize you hit now is not the final chapter. It is the foundation of everything that comes next. It is the base upon which you will build new levels of impact, new layers of influence, new dimensions of success. The rise you are stepping into will not plateau. It will keep ascending. Every day after this one will carry echoes of the moment the grand prize unlocked, and you will never again be the same. Chosen one, when the grand prize arrives, it is not meant to stay contained within you. Its reach will extend beyond your life, touching the people around you in ways you may not even expect. This is because the prize carries overflow. It is too vast, too abundant, too significant to remain private. Family members will begin to feel the shift. Friends will notice doors opening for them. Even those who only encounter your story from a distance will find their hope revived. The prize you carry becomes evidence to others that destiny is real and that they too are not forgotten. This is why your rise is not selfish. It is generational. The blessing you step into now will plant seeds that will continue to grow long after this moment passes. Children, communities, and even strangers who cross your path will benefit from the momentum of your breakthrough. The grand prize is not only about you reaching new heights. It is about you becoming a signal to the world that timing, alignment, and destiny cannot be stopped. You are proof of what is possible. As this prize unfolds, you will feel a surge of responsibility. The abundance you carry now is not simply for enjoyment. It is for impact. You are entrusted with it because you have proven you can endure, because you did not quit when it would have been easier to walk away. Now, the universe places resources, opportunities, and influence in your hands, not just for your rise, but so that you can shape the rise of others. This is why hitting the grand prize feels so heavy in your spirit. It is not just a reward, it is an assignment. Expect your vision to expand in this season. The grand prize awakens ideas you did not know you had, strategies you never thought possible, and dreams you once buried. Suddenly, things that felt out of reach will become achievable. Where you once thought small, you will now think global. Where you once felt limited, you will now feel limitless. The prize opens your mind as much as it fills your life. It shifts your perspective so that you no longer live from scarcity, but from overflow. Chosen one, hitting the grand prize will also create undeniable recognition. There will be people who once ignored you, who now seek your voice. Opportunities will arrive that validate your place in rooms you once only dreamed of entering. Influence will expand, and your story will travel further than you ever thought possible. This is not vanity, it is destiny. Visibility comes because your rise is not meant to remain hidden. It must be seen so that others are awakened to what is also possible for them. But with recognition comes clarity. You will quickly learn who is aligned with your growth and who cannot handle the magnitude of your rise. Some will celebrate with pure hearts, others will reveal hidden envy, and still others will fall silent. Do not let this distract you. The prize is not for them, it is for you. And the transfer of abundance will naturally remove anything that cannot serve your next level. What remains will be strong, supportive, and aligned with your calling. This is the season where acceleration will astonish you. The grand prize does not arrive slowly. It arrives with force, triggering rapid shifts in your reality. Goals that once felt distant will suddenly be achieved. Delays that stretched for years will vanish in moments. You will find yourself living at a pace you once thought impossible, not because you are forcing it, but because the flow has been unlocked. This is the rhythm of destiny. Once it begins, nothing can slow it down. And chosen one, never forget this truth. The grand prize is not fragile. It cannot be stolen, cannot be blocked, cannot be undone. It is written, marked, and sealed for you. The only thing required is that you step boldly into it. Do not shrink back into old patterns. Do not question your worthiness. Do not hesitate as if you are undeserving. You are here because you endured. You are here because you were chosen. You are here because the grand prize was always meant to find you. Chosen one, when you hit the grand prize, something profound happens inside you. Your identity shifts. You are no longer the one who waits endlessly, who questions whether destiny has forgotten you, who wonders if the silence will ever break. The grand prize answers those doubts without a single word. It transforms you from the one who hoped into the one who knows, from the one who dreamed into the one who lives the dream. That shift in identity is one of the greatest gifts of this moment. The grand prize does more than deliver resources or recognition. It changes the way you walk. It alters the way you think. It redefines how you see yourself. You begin to carry yourself with a quiet authority, a confidence rooted not in pride but in evidence. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself, because the prize itself is the proof. Your life becomes the testimony. People may ask what changed, and you will not need to explain with words. They will see it in your presence, your energy, and your results. This is why the grand prize is more than a reward. It is an awakening. It wakes up the truest version of you, the version that always existed beneath the weight of waiting. It brings to the surface the resilience you built in hidden seasons, the wisdom you earned in trials, and the strength you forged in silence. All of that now rises to the top, and it becomes clear that you were always destined to hold this level of abundance and influence. Do not be surprised when the grand prize also brings expansion. You will notice yourself stepping into places that once felt intimidating with ease. You will begin to dream on levels you once dismissed as unrealistic. Your vision will expand, your creativity will flourish, and your capacity to carry responsibility will grow. This expansion is necessary because the prize is not just about what you receive today. It is about preparing you for even greater heights tomorrow. Chosen one, this transformation will also reshape how others interact with you. The same people who once underestimated you may now approach you with respect. Doors that once stayed closed may swing open on their own. Invitations may arrive from places you never thought you would be called into. This is not luck, it is alignment. The grand prize positions you where your voice, your story, and your influence are needed most. And while others may marvel at how quickly things changed, you will know the truth. It was never sudden. It was always building. The grand prize is also a mirror. It reflects back to you what was always there but hidden under the weight of waiting. It shows you that you were never small, never ordinary, never forgotten. It reveals your strength, your worth, your calling in ways you can no longer deny. Once you see yourself through this lens, you cannot return to old thinking. You cannot shrink back into fear. You cannot pretend to be less than what you are. The prize has exposed the greatness within you, and that revelation cannot be undone. But chosen one, understand that with this new identity comes responsibility. The prize will place you on platforms you did not expect. It will put your voice in spaces that carry influence. It will connect you to people who are watching closely. And with that comes the responsibility to walk in integrity, to use what you have been given wisely, to remember that your rise is not only about you. The grand prize is evidence of your destiny, but it is also a tool to impact others. And so, as you hold this prize, recognize that you are stepping into a new chapter of life, one where your identity matches your destiny. You are no longer simply on the path. You are standing in the proof. You are no longer just believing in the promise. You are living it. That shift changes everything, and it marks you as someone who cannot go back to ordinary again. Chosen one, the grand prize does not arrive to sit still. It arrives to create motion. When you hit it, it ignites momentum that will not stop. This is the season where one breakthrough leads to another, where one door opens into a hallway of opportunities, where one confirmation sparks a series of alignments. The prize is not an end, it is a beginning. It is the turning of a key that unlocks levels you didn't even know existed. Momentum is one of the greatest gifts of this season. In the past, you may have struggled to make progress, each step forward costing you more than anyone could understand. But now, the current has shifted. Instead of pushing against resistance, you will feel carried by a flow. Things that once took years will now happen in weeks. Delays that once held you hostage will collapse in an instant. This is the rhythm of the grand prize. It compresses time and accelerates destiny. And this momentum will not only move you forward, it will pull others with you. The prize you carry will ripple outward, creating shifts in the lives of people around you. Family will benefit from your overflow. Friends will find inspiration in your rise. Even strangers who witness your journey will feel their faith rekindled. This is why the prize is never private. It was always meant to be shared, to multiply, to echo into places you may never physically reach. Chosen one, the momentum of this season will also sharpen your vision. You will begin to see beyond the immediate blessing into the possibilities that lie ahead. The grand prize will not just answer old prayers, it will awaken new dreams. Goals you once thought were too big will now feel natural. Paths you once thought were blocked will now appear wide open. You will no longer think in terms of survival, you will think in terms of expansion. That shift in perspective is part of the rise. Be prepared, though, for the pace to feel unfamiliar. Acceleration can be exhilarating, but it can also feel overwhelming. Yet, you are ready. The years of waiting were your training ground. They built the strength you now need to keep up with the flow. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust that if the prize has arrived, then so has your capacity to manage it. The same destiny that delivered the prize will also equip you to carry it. This momentum will also bring recognition on a scale you may not be used to. People who once ignored you will take notice. Platforms that once excluded you will now call your name. Influence will expand, and your voice will travel further than you thought possible. Do not shrink back from this visibility. It is not by accident. It is not vanity. It is purpose. The prize was given to you so that your rise would be seen, and so that others would know what is possible when patience and destiny meet. And through it all, remember this: the grand prize is not fragile. It will not slip away like sand in your hands. It is secured for you, marked for you, sealed for you. Nothing and no one can take it. The only thing you must do is step boldly into it. Claim it, carry it, and allow it to propel you forward without hesitation. This is not just your season of winning, it is your season of momentum. The prize is proof that you were chosen, and the rise is evidence that nothing can stop what has already been written. From this moment on, you are not moving slowly, not waiting endlessly, not doubting silently. You are rising visibly, powerfully, undeniably. Chosen one, the truth of the grand prize is that it is more than a moment. It is a marker. It stands as proof that destiny always delivers, that patience is never wasted, and that the chosen can be delayed but never denied. When you hit the grand prize, you step into the undeniable evidence that everything you believed, everything you endured, everything you hoped for was not in vain. This is the day when what was whispered becomes visible, when what was promised becomes tangible, when what was hidden becomes undeniable. The rise you are stepping into will not fade. It will not be temporary. It will not be fragile. The prize you now hold is lasting because it was forged in waiting, refined in silence, and strengthened through trial. That is why it carries such weight, because it is built on a foundation that cannot be shaken. Others may wonder how it came so suddenly, but you will know the truth. It was not sudden. It was always building. Today is simply the unveiling. This grand prize is also a beginning. It is not the end of your journey, but the launching of a greater chapter. It sets you on a new trajectory, one where overflow replaces lack, where confidence replaces doubt, where acceleration replaces stagnation. From this point forward, you will live with the awareness that you are not chasing blessings. Blessings are chasing you. You are no longer reaching desperately. You are receiving naturally. That is the rhythm of destiny when the prize has been released. And chosen one, do not forget that this prize is not only for you. It is for everyone connected to your life, for generations that will follow, for voices that will be inspired by your story. Your rise becomes evidence for others that they too can rise. Your breakthrough becomes a signal that they too are seen. Your abundance becomes the overflow that touches those around you. This is why your prize feels so big, because it was never meant to stop with you. As you carry this forward, hold your head high. Do not shrink back. Do not question. Do not apologize. You have been prepared for this. You have been refined for this. You have been chosen for this. The prize is not an accident. It is alignment. It is not luck. It is destiny. It is not random. It is written. And now it is yours. So walk boldly. Chosen one. Claim your rise without hesitation. Let your life be the testimony that patience pays, that destiny delivers, that alignment always finds its mark. From this day on, you will never again live as though you are forgotten. You will live as one who has seen the grand prize, held it, and risen because of it. Chosen one, the grand prize does not end with its arrival. It expands with every step you take. Once it has been unlocked, it begins to unfold in layers, each one revealing a new dimension of what was always promised to you. This is why your journey cannot stop at the moment of receiving. The true power lies in what happens after, how the prize multiplies, how it shapes your path, and how it continues to release its impact long after the first unveiling. What you are stepping into is not a one-time reward, but a stream that keeps flowing. The prize will show up again in unexpected opportunities, in surprising connections, in sudden alignments that feel almost supernatural. It will feel as if the universe has remembered your name and is determined to keep placing you in the right place at the right time. This is not coincidence. It is the overflow of a marked destiny. Chosen one, the prize is also a mantle. It is not only a sign of arrival, it is a sign of responsibility. To carry it means to walk with greater awareness, greater courage, and greater wisdom. It means to rise into the fullness of your calling, not timidly, but boldly. The prize will demand more from you, because it equips you to handle more. It enlarges your vision, stretches your capacity, and calls you to lead with both strength and humility. You will notice that the prize continues to transform how you see yourself. Where once you doubted your worth, you will now see undeniable proof. Where once you questioned your future, you will now see evidence of acceleration. Where once you fought to believe, you will now walk in knowing. That shift will not only change how you live, but also how you dream. You will no longer plan from limitation. You will plan from abundance. The prize has lifted you into a new dimension of identity. And chosen one, this expansion will not be silent. Others will notice it. Some will celebrate sincerely, their spirits lifted by witnessing your rise. Others may feel unsettled, unable to understand how quickly everything has changed for you. But do not let their reactions define your momentum. The prize is not for their approval. It is for your confirmation. It is the universe's way of proving that chosen ones may walk through delay, but they always arrive at destiny. The grand prize also creates legacy. What you are receiving now is not meant to end with you. It will ripple forward, building foundations for generations to come. Children, families, and even entire communities may feel the impact of what flows through you. This is why the prize feels heavy, because it carries generational weight. You are not only rising for yourself, you are rising for everyone who will follow after you. This is why today marks more than just celebration. It marks commissioning. You are being commissioned into a new chapter, one where your life itself becomes a message. You no longer have to convince anyone of your calling. You are the evidence. Your story, your rise, your prize, they speak louder than anything you could ever say. So hold this moment with reverence. Walk forward with boldness. The grand prize is not fragile. It is secure, marked, and sealed. It is not going anywhere. It will only grow, only expand, only multiply. And chosen one as you continue to carry it. Your rise will not be questioned. It will be undeniable. Chosen one, the grand prize is not just a reward for the past. It is a prophecy for your future. What you have stepped into today is not the conclusion of your journey, but the confirmation that the story ahead will only keep rising. This is why the prize feels so heavy in your spirit. It carries not only the weight of what you've endured, but also the promise of what is yet to come. You are not at the end. You are at the threshold of a new era. This grand prize has unlocked momentum that will not stop. Each day from now will carry echoes of this breakthrough. More opportunities will appear. More recognition will unfold. More doors will open. The flow will not dry up because destiny does not work in fragments. It works in streams. Once it has begun, it keeps moving, expanding, and multiplying. The prize you hold is alive. It will continue to breathe new life into your path, keeping you moving forward with power. The prize will echo through every season ahead, a living reminder that your journey is eternal and your rise unending.